Welcome back to Beyond the Sandbox. I'm your host, Matt, and we're back with more KSP. Today we're going to be doing a construction video. But first, I wanted to say that if you've noticed that the sound of my voice is a little bit better, that's because I've upgraded the potato that I was using to do my recordings to a russet gold. So we should have, hopefully, better audio recordings in the future. Although you will notice that the flight portion of this episode is going to be done with my old microphone because I have done my editing for these videos in reverse. Anyway, I also wanted to say that, I think I found what our goal for this Let's Play series is going to be, at least for the immediate future. I have a deep, dark secret I haven't ever really told anybody, and that is that I've never gone to another planet before. I've been playing this game for about a year, and I've never made it by myself to another planet without the help of something like MechJab or HyperEdit. Yeah, so now that everybody knows that I'm not really that good at playing this game, of course you're going to be like, oh, well, why should we continue watching? And that's because we're going to go on an adventure together. We're going to go out and go collect science in another world. And it will be awesome. So anyway, about today's rocket. Obviously, this is not going to Duna, a little bit farther than what I think I can do with the parts here, although that'd be an interesting challenge. Maybe in another episode we'll try. But today, we're setting our sights a little bit closer to home. We're not going to just to orbit, though, because as you recall, our last time, we only made it to do a suborbital hop, which, while fun, wasn't exactly all that impressive. I didn't even make it into a stable orbit. Let's come on. Let's be serious here. I did not get into an orbit. I did not go to another planetary body. So today, we're going to be going to the moon. So we're going to meet the Mooner 1. And the Mooner 1 has a massive design advantage over the initial offering in this Let's Play series with the Freudian ship. And the biggest part is that it has liquid-fueled boosters, which allows it to be more efficient, and I'm going to have a greater level of control over the amount of thrust I'm using and also the efficiency of the rockets. So we should get a lot better performance out of this one than we did out of the Freudian ship. That's the biggest thing that's different, but obviously, as you can see, the design is different as well. And it has a 3-booster system as opposed to the 2-booster system used on the Freudian ship, as well as a larger main stage, because we're going to be not just be getting into orbit this time, but also need to make the transfer over to the moon. Lastly, on the upper stage, I've also included 2 of the mystery goo capsules which we unlocked on our last voyage, so we should be able to get a lot of science out of the single trip. Now, as you can probably see from the design of this rocket, we're not going to be landing on the moon's surface. That's going to be a mission in the future. The biggest reason for which is I don't have any landing legs, so I'm not going to actually be able to set this thing down without breaking it, basically. So landing on engines is an extremely tricky business, and I don't have nearly the amount of control on these engines to be able to do that. So, we're not going to be landing and getting out this time. It's not the triumphant arrival at the moon that I'd hoped for, but it will be something that is at least stretching out and seeing what we can do. So, that said, I also wanted to go over the fact that I've added a couple of new mods to this Let's Play series, 2 of which you probably have noticed in this video, which is Kerbal Engineer, which is the large box here. It has all the information that normally would have to do math to figure out, like the specific impulse of my engines on a given body, as well as the overall thrust contained in each stage, as well as overall for the rocket. So it really allows me to plan my rockets in advance without doing the old standby of just throwing more boosters on it till it works. I'd rather, try to get some actual numbers on the performance before I go and actually fly. And the last mod, which you probably haven't caught unless you're really paying attention, is the fact that I've added some new parts in the form of procedural fairings. What this does is it allows me to cover any parts of the ship that are on the top that aren't necessarily a capsule or part of the fuselage, but things like probes or solar panels or things like that, that I can actually go ahead and put these procedural fairings on, and they will generate around the object and making it just look a little bit more aerodynamic. And if we ever install Ferrum Aerospace, they actually will be more aerodynamic with these things. So those are just some extra things that I attach to it. So let me go ahead and flesh out the goal of this Let's Play series just a little bit more. Obviously we're going to Duna, but what are we going to do when we get there? Right now I'm looking to do a research base. Just set up some scientific equipment, get some Kerbals on the ground, have a semi-permanent crew, and just do some good science while we're there. So that's right now the goal that I'm looking to do. Now, if you wanted to see me do something a little bit extra, I can't really imagine what that would be. Maybe if you want me to install the Kerbal mod, the, the Kethane mod, If you want to see put the Kethane on there and go do Kethane mining on Duna, that'd be cool too. If you guys just have some cool ideas, go ahead and tell me. This is, you know, what you guys want to watch, so I'm definitely looking to fulfill whatever requests you might have. So, that said, I think that this video is going to be cut a little bit short. I know it's kind of shorter, and in the future I'm hoping the construction videos are going to get a little longer, but right now there's not a whole lot of design going into the ships because we don't have a lot of parts to play with. But I think that keeping these short and sweet is kind of nice because it gives you an overview of what the mission profile is going to be without being so long that it's going to get boring for all of you guys to listen to. So, once again, I'd like to say that if you liked this video or you like this series, go ahead and subscribe, share this video, leave a comment down below if you've got something you think that I can fix, or if you like to see something happen, whether you'd like to see me do a mod. Go ahead, leave a comment, please. I'm looking for feedback, so anything you leave is very appreciated. That said, you know, I guess we'll go ahead and see you in the flight video, and thanks for watching.